Hey everyone, it's Wim here. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to get employees to stop making mistakes, even if you feel like it's helpless to accomplish that. And at the end of the video, I'll share some extra resources to help you implement it. So when it comes to employees making mistakes, I'm speaking from the trenches, from having been a business owner for 13 years and been in the workforce before that, talking with many of our own clients, with many peers in this IT industry, and many family and friends as well. Many of them are also entrepreneurs and have their own businesses. And of course, I'm absolutely human too, and I've made my share of mistakes every day, every week. And so mistakes sucks as they make us look bad. They slow things down, we lose money, we turn off clients and employees, we annoy people, we stress out our families, and a lot more. It just feels bad. People dropping the ball is holding your company, you, and each of your team members and their families back. So I'm going to share my steps to help you move forward to increase fun and money in your life. So 5 things to go through. Number 1, default is blame. So the default I see is we blame the person. It becomes a moral or character failure. We're like, why didn't you think? Why didn't you follow the instructions? Why did you do it that way? Couldn't you have done it better? Just do a good job. Just do it right. And that's not productive, and it's demoralizing. So we need to move away from that. Number 2, there's many great reasons. So there's a lot of reasons that people make the mistake. If we dig into it and do the exercise of 5 whys, hopefully most of us have heard of that, is why what happened, you get an answer and you dig deep. It could be a process issue, it could be a software glitch, it could be a process, weren't clear on the core value, missing a rule of thumb, the documentation was out of date, it was incorrect, it was missing, they didn't know where to go to find the documentation, it's the first week on the job, they were stressed, there are just a lot of reasons. So let's focus on understanding what those are. Number 3, our employees are heroes. We need to remember that every day our heroes are the unsung heroes. It's like the little boy putting his finger in the dike and keeping that back. They're finding issues, even though there's no process or training, they're seeing things and fixing them. So we need to look at them as heroes and not villains. So whenever time they don't catch the issue in advance, that's when a mistake happens. Number 4, we must focus on the system. Start thinking about what's missing. What can we add that will support avoiding this mistake from happening again? It might be training, it might be mindset, or it might be reading a book, it might be improving the operating procedure, or maybe simplify it. Maybe it's too long to follow, just too hard to understand. Looking at the structure, and when people are doing work, are those instructions easy to find? We might be looking at their training from day 1, the first week. Looking at, are they actually getting oversight and coaching from their peers and from their manager? Are we actually giving them feedback or letting them make the mistakes over and over again? It could be looking at core values that would say, hey, integrity is important or continuous improvement, but it's not a part of the real culture. It's just a piece of paper on the wall. Maybe we're just too busy and we're not spending the time with them. Or maybe they don't realize why each situation is different. They're treating it all the same, but actually each client is different. So it gives them tools to enable them to work on that. So focus on the system, processes, operating procedures, all of that. Number 5, empower every single person. And this is the number 1 thing to overcome, is that we may think the solution is, well, write more procedures. I need to find more time in my schedule to write processes, SOPs, documentation, intranet pages, all of that for our people. Well, there is some of that to be sure, but it's also bottom up. So letting our people have time to work together to improve process and documentation. It has to happen together, that the people doing the work are a part of finding solutions to improve the process. That's where the magic happens, and you get rapid increase in flow and reducing waste, improving quality. And people are happier. They feel like they're part of the solution, not being blamed. So to recap, number 1, the default is we blame our people. Number 2, there's many great reasons that mistakes are made. We need to identify all of those and work to eliminate those. Number 3, our employees are heroes. Look at them as heroes, not as villains. Number 5, focus on the system and improving that. Number 5, empower every single person in your organization to improve the system. And so call to action. Get started on this today. Talk about these things, share them, read about it, shift your mindset, have these conversations, engage a coach or consultant, whoever might help you, somebody who's done this before. You're not alone. There's 2 books I recommend for learning on this. One is called The Lean CEO. This should be mandatory reading for any CEO with maybe 5 employees or maybe even less or more, up to thousands. It's been impactful for me. I carry it around with me almost every day and working on implementing those ideas. Number 2 is for anybody in the IT business is the Phoenix Project book. It's a novel with real characters in there. You need to know who Brent is and John and Bill and all the other people in there. It's a lot of fun. There's an audiobook as well. Go read it. Whether you're technical or not, you will get massive value from that book. So if you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a great day.